All right, guys, our last science video of the week will be split into two parts. I'm actually going to do it in the opposite order that I have it written here. I'm going to start off with what did you learn this week about plants, and then I'll come back with a second video from home that asks what changes have we seen in the plants that we planted. So this week we've been looking at different parts of plants. The first part that we looked at were seeds, and what we found out about seeds were seeds are the part that all plants come from, or at least all seed plants come from. There are three main parts of them. There's the embryo, that's kind of like the baby plant, that's what the plant grows from. There's the cotyledon, that's like the food source that the embryo starts to eat, I guess you would say, get its nutrients from as it's growing. And there's the seed coat, which protects the seed while it's waiting to become planted, that kind of thing. The next thing we looked at were roots. And we said, well, roots have two main functions. Roots hold the plant in the soil, and they also pull water and nutrients from the soil. And we looked at the two main types of roots. Tap roots, which is basically just one main root going down with maybe just a few little parts coming off of it. They are especially adapted to a drier kind of climate. They can go way down deep in the soil to get water and nutrients. We also looked at fibrous roots, which are more just kind of spread out, kind of like tentacles. They still get the water and the nutrients from the soil, but where they really adapt well is that they hold the plant into the soil very, very well. Let's say grass was the example we used. That grass is really difficult to pull out of the soil because the roots are so wide and holding it in. The last video we looked at was about leaves and what leaves are, and there was kind of three main things that make leaves just so important to plants and to us. So the first thing they do is they take in the light. They take in the light to help make the food. They do this through a process called photosynthesis. As a byproduct of photosynthesis, it's oxygen, and this oxygen is released out into the environment by the leaves, and that's very important to us because we need that in order to breathe and live. The last thing that leaves do is they control the amount of water in the plant, and so if the plant starts to get dry, it can close the pores called stomata, and it makes it so that the plant doesn't release water. And if the plant has too much water, it opens the pores and the water will be released into the environment as water vapor. Hopefully these are new concepts, at least some of them to you, and hopefully you learned something. I'll talk to you again in a short while with another video to look at the plants that we've been planting. All right, guys, thank you.